What's up, my boy? George Perez right here. George Perez Stories, episode 189. Once again, this podcast is brought to you by Gunther's. Gunther's in downtown Santana. Look, if you're a gangster or you like the Chicano culture and you got a job and you can live it, this is the place to buy your gear. If you're not trying to drive to L.A. or the Riverside or to San Diego and you live in Orange County, Gunther's in Santana has a huge Pendleton selection, Ben Davis, Frisco Benz, 501s, winos, boots, fedoras. Yo, they got everything except for a cholo. Make sure you check out Gunther's in downtown Santana. People always ask me, George, you always look lifted. That's right, guys. I'm lifted because I'm gifted. And if you want to be gifted like me, give GB Extracts a follow. That's right, guys. GBEXTRACTS. GB Extracts, leading the game in all wax, all moon rocks, all pre-rolls. You know, the OG in the weed game. Man, right now I got more commercials than Married with Children at 2 in the fucking morning. X to the FAG, what it be?
What's up? I'm representing today. I wore my Raider shit. We got a Raider hater in the building.
He's not a Raider hater.
Nah, he's
dog.
trying to hide it with what else he's wearing.
It's not a Raider hater. I just am a Bills
going
fan
for
till
his
I
team.
die, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You faced us and
I
This
saw that
dude,
video.
eh?
I saw that video.
you faced us and we had to eviscerate. That's all. That's what happens, dog. I mean, you faced the Bills, you faced Josh Allen, and he's gonna come along and he's just gonna make Derek Carr look like a fucking bitch. And
You hear that?
That's all I'm
That's
saying.
a
He's gonna
hater.
do that to everybody, though.
You're the one that brought like see, this is the crazy part, dog, is I already know how you are as a dude now. You started a fight, you're like, George, did you hear him?
He saw the Instagram.
Yeah, CX, you don't even know 7 people that are on the Raiders. Josh knows the fucking starting lineup. Josh knows what high school these fools came from.
I will agree with that.
Josh knows. He'll be like,
everything.
I'm a
He
scout.
had a broken arm 3 years ago. You don't even know the comeback we've gone through, bro.
He knows
I'm
their
talking
shoe
about the Raiders,
size. He
too.
knows
I
their
fucking-
shoe size. Everything.
Oh, I don't. I fucking know. I mean, I do fucking all 22s, dog. I'm about it.
You
I'm
do
about
draft?
football? I do fantasy football. Yeah. What do you mean draft?
Yeah, like fantasy football. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
fantasy
100%.
draft and everything.
100%.
Well, hey, you guys, Xavier fumbled that conversation. He should have brought in the next guest,
all
but
good.
I'll bring him in. My boy, the OG, all the way from Buffalo. When Tupac wrote the song, You Can't See Me, Josh was like, motherfucker, you can't.
I can't see you.
You're right.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. That's right. You're right. That's exactly.
Give it up for my boy, Josh Potter. What up,
What's
my boy?
Thanks for having me, dude. I love coming here, man.
Nah, we love you here, dog. Like, hey, dog, like, ever since we met, we've gotten along great.
Yeah, dude. I love you so much.
Yeah,
dude.
we're like
You're just
2
real.
runaways that met. Like, you're in 6th grade, me too.
I remember when I met you at the studio. I was like, this guy's what's up. I mean, shit. I had no idea like about your story and shit, and it was so crazy the way you told it that day. Especially, I feel like even for you, you said it was the first time you really like told some of those parts of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it was like people were. You know what? I kind of think I did Joe Rogan first, and then I did Diaz, and then I did Burt's, and then like I finally became better at being a podcaster when I felt like I got to your mom's house.
Well, you remembered some things. It jogs your
Yeah.
memory. So you told the story so many times. So then you start to remember details of things
Yeah.
that you didn't say the first couple times because it was like it's like doing a mic or something. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you're telling new jokes, you're like, oh, I'm gonna add this tag or
And
whatever.
fucking Tom's
So you
there
remember
like
that.
an attorney with his pen writing shit down. What the fuck?
Isn't? I mean, he says so few words, but they are so precise every time.
Yeah, he's like a big ass dick and a porno hunt. Like, did you see those fine pumps?
Yeah.
So what's cracking, brother? You got a new podcast out?
Yeah, the Roach Motel. It's called. We've done 2 episodes. Taping another one tomorrow. Comes out every Tuesday on the Your Mom's House channel. And yeah, man, it's been going good so far. I can't believe how many people are into it. And I'm pumped about it, dude. I'm just pumped to do a show.
What's the Roach Motel premise?
There's really, it's just you're trapped in my brain. I'm not talking about anything serious.
Okay.
I'm just bringing up news
I
stories.
love how you said that. We're trapped in your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Like go into the mind.
Exactly. Like we talk a lot about sports, but it's not like the X's and O's and shit. It's like scandals.
It's like the deeper
and,
shit, huh?
Yeah,
You guys
it's the
are
fun
like-
shit. It's the kind of shit chicks would dig about sports. Like I try to like bridge that gap. Honestly, like scandals, like infidelity.
Blowjobs, like who's blowing
Yeah,
who?
like the fucking we talk
Like
about
Michael
the no jumper
Jordan's
chicks.
dad and shit. Like
That's a great topic. Just like like tomorrow I'm going to talk about like Delonte West, man. This motherfucker, he fucking fascinates me. He fucks LeBron's. That's like fucking your boss's daughter.
that's more than that.
Yeah, it's way more than that.
Nah,
Because it's a
dog.
mom.
No,
Right?
but it's different.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like
Who's
it's
your favorite athlete?
my favorite athlete of all time.
Yeah.
It might be Dominic Hasek, goalie, Buffalo Sabres.
What if?
He fucked my mom.
No.
Oh, I'd be
You'd
like
be
sick.
happy.
Yeah. yeah. I'd be like, that'd be dope.
Nah,
Please,
but, like,
Dominic Hasek, fuck my mom.
What if you fucked? What if you was playing with them, dog,
Yeah.
and you just like got drafted because of your eyes? They're like, yo, dog, we need someone with some fucked up eyes. Lens Crafter's giving us a contract. Let's let's get Josh Potter. Like we're gonna make money, and
Yeah.
then like you end up being good. And then LeBron's kind of like, yo, homie, come to the crib. Like
Well, that's
how
what
did he
I-
get in the crib?
Well, that's what I don't know, and I'm going to have a guy on who knows these details.
How?
Exactly. How did this happen? Did fucking LeBron's mom show up to practice and was just like licking her chops? Like, what's up? Like, was she like that one? I want to. because he looks like a fucking kid.
You shouldn't help him though.
What's that?
You shouldn't try to help him recover from his
He's
homelessness.
not.
and he
I think
shouldn't.
he has. I actually do think LeBron's reached out from things that I've read.
Well, Mark Cuban
Which is nice
just
of him.
did it.
Well, Mark Cuban saved his ass, yeah, and that's nice of him. He was an employee of Mark Cuban's for a time, and the fucking Celtics are silent in all of this. They used Delonte West in that 2010 Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah.
So they just signed him to a quick $1.5 million or whatever, just so he could rattle LeBron, maybe in that Eastern Conference Final. He was a fucking tool.
Well, he rattled more than LeBron.
He rattled his mom's walls. But yeah, so I'm fascinated with that shit. And then
That Tyler Hero one you were talking about?
Tyler Hero. Also, like I just learned, I got a little birdie reminded me of this friend from Seattle who's close to the situation about Russell Wilson's whole thing with Golden Tate. Do you remember that shit? Like Russell Wilson was dating was married to his high school sweetheart, baby mama, and all that shit. And then all of a sudden he secured the bag after he won the Super Bowl, and then he was with Ciara. So I always thought
Sierra, homie.
Sierra.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I
always
my
think I'm
fans are
gonna-
be like, Sierra, what the fuck?
Well, I don't want to say it because I have in Buffalo accent as like a flat A, so like that's
okay.
exactly how Buffalo would be like Sierra. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't want to sound all Buffalo, but that's how she
Decided
pronounces it.
Mexican. He's like, Sierra.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? That Charger jersey is good work. Yeah.
it's like a cape or something or a fucking skin suit. But yeah, no, I'm. So what happened was though, fucking this chick's with Russell Wilson, and she supposedly fucks Golden Tate, who like they're all friends, like the foursome of them, like Golden Tate's girl, Golden Tate, Russell, his girl, and then that all happened around the Super Bowl where he like threw the pick, into the Patriots and shit. So that's all murky and shit. And Golden Tate's on the Lions now, and recently TMZ caught up with him, and they were like, "What's going on with you and Russ?" And he was like,
Fuck my baby mom.
no, he was like, that's all that shit's bullshit. I wish Russ would admit that it's bullshit. Like, I won't be with this girl right now because she's friends with Meme still. You know what I mean? Like, so it's deep somewhere. But that shit fascinates me, more than the on-field play shit,
Yeah. Back to Delonte West. I had a friend that could have been Delonte West. But like fell off at college. Like I had a buddy that was bomb as fuck, went to college, and then like kind of fell off. And
What school did he go to?
I don't want to say it.
Okay. Yeah, people narrow it down.
Yeah, because like not too many fools.
No,
went.
I hear that.
But like he fell off different. then like, you know, I wouldn't even consider him a friend, but like I was his friend if it needed to happen.
Was it just that he hit a ceiling of ability?
No, dog. It was kind of like college, pros, Olympics.
No shit.
Yeah, and then like meth.
Fuck.
That's why X is gonna smoke in the 200. But that's another conversation. But
What
like,
brought him to it? Just he came across
I think
it?
divorce.
That makes sense.
And hey, homie, like I don't fucking hate LeBron.
No.
I don't love him, but I like him.
I said it before, man. He's
Yeah.
the Trump of sports.
Yeah.
People are just on his dick all the time, whether they love him or hate him. Mm-hmm. He's polarizing for whatever reason. It's just fucking basketball. Who gives a shit? But, you know what I mean? Like,
It's tough, bro, to be hey dog, like imagine
If I'm LeBron, though, and this guy fucked my mom, no sympathy.
No sympathy.
why no sympathy? He didn't force fuck your
You're
mom.
right. You're right. Here's the thing
But it's
that's
my
what we
money.
don't know.
It's my money.
If they sat down, if
Come
Delonte
on.
West sat me down like a fucking man and was like, "Hey, no lie, dude, me and your mom got a thing going, and
Yeah, good pussy.
and I love her. I love your mom, dude. I'm sorry. I don't. It's weird, but I do.
Okay.
That's a different deal. I don't know if they had that
Dog, his
conversation.
motherfucker's eating hot dogs out of trash cans right now.
No, you're right.
Like he was scared of LeBron. I'd be scared, dog.
Me too.
That would be like
And you're now used as a LeBron ploy. Your literal contract with the Celtics is just to get in LeBron's head.
Yeah.
Basketball is such a mind game. People don't like. I feel like people don't talk about that as much. It's such a mindfuck, drama-filled league that shit affects the outcomes of games. Because basketball is constant scoring. If you're just rattled and off, it affects like you get 10 less points or
Yeah.
some shit. That's everything.
Dennis Rodman is like, you need to have a player like me on your team if you want to win. So everybody got their one guy to be disruptive to
Right,
the other
to be like the
superstar.
pest.
Like, and the Lakers, they had fucking Ron Artest. That motherfucker,
Yeah.
he beat up people so much he had to change his name. Like, hey,
No, world to world peace, by the way. Yeah. Like, no, I'm not such an asshole. I'm
but
about peace.
back to this Delonte West shit.
Well, I thought they were two different people.
Nah.
I swear.
Like, hey, homie, he went to a place. I'm not gonna say this to gain any points, but I kind of feel LeBron James said something to the NBA and like LeBron James kind of acted like mafia on this.
Well,
thing.
at least on the Cavaliers. For
Yeah.
Sure. And then no one would touch him because he was locker room poison. Because you know he's going to come in, and it's just a distraction. It's like, here's the dude that fucked LeBron's mom, and now he's coming in the locker room, and everyone's going to be like, yo, how's LeBron's mom's pussy? You know, like, it's a distraction. You just don't want it
And then
in your
LeBron's
locker
gonna
room.
tell, hey
And
man,
LeBron's going to
talk
go extra hard on you because he sees
well,
they got Delonte. That's what I feel like. You
what
don't
do
want
you
to
s-
inspire LeBron.
What
You
does he
wanna-
say? Does he say it's the pussy was good? Not
I don't
good?
know.
What do you say?
I think he kind of is
You're
humble
trying to
about
piss
it.
up LeBron.
Okay,
You're
look,
not trying to-
LeBron's dad would have not left if the pussy was good.
Yeah, I mean, because
Good
he has
point,
every
good
reason
point.
to stay there
Good point.
because of LeBron. You know what I
No,
mean?
but
You don't
he
want to
never
divvy up
knew.
that LeBron.
No, you never. Hey, dog, LeBron's okay. I want you to.
He was always elite though as a kid, so you knew he
Yeah.
was going to be something special. I'm saying,
No, but
he
when
must
did-
have hated that chick so much that he left because you don't want to divvy up LeBron.
Yeah, imagine that he's with this other bitch. Like, yeah, bitch, I gave up a fucking scoring championship.
Yeah,
Your son working at Walmart, bitch.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's some shit. Earthquake used to have a joke like that. I never ever heard another comic tell a joke that I like, but Earthquake always had a style that I was like, damn, homie, I want to be like, wow.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, and what did I just
He
say?
had a joke about like having a athlete child.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was like, man, did you know Shaq's dad knew this motherfucker was good and left? He's like, he stays in an apartment. Now, he's like, Shaq's stepdad was in the army. Shaq was so good, the army was like, hey, go take care of Shaq.
We don't need you in the Iraq war.
Yeah, they was like, hey, man. And he was like, and the earthquake goes, he was like, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of fucked up dads leaving some bomb-ass athletes out there. He's like, when I go to a club now, I don't look at girls that are fine. I ask girls, yo, how fast your son run to 40?
What's your 40 time?
He's like, you got any kids that rap in your family?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. He's like, I'll be all at the house with the stopwatch. No.
Nope.
He's like, there's always that one kid. Oh, man. I miss comedy, homie.
Dude, so much, man. I miss it more than anything. This thing almost, I mean, mentally, I was fucked up over this fucking disease because I couldn't do comedy, man.
Yeah?
Just because I couldn't do comedy. That was it. I didn't care if I caught it or whatever. I cared about not being able. I'm not, and we still don't know when it's going to be like normal again. I've gotten more like complacent, I suppose. But
you know what I hate is people are like, "Yo, homie, this shit might not get lifted till 2022," and I was like, "No, we need to get this shit lifted tomorrow, dog."
Yeah, dude, like yesterday.
Think tomorrow.
Yeah,
don't think this long term bullshit they have.
No, man, and I don't. I mean, man, that would be just.
I think COVID is a bully of 2020.
Hell yeah.
That was like, hey, I'm killing motherfuckers. If you can't fight back, bitch, I'm killing you.
And it killed a lot of people that they don't include in the numbers because of just losing their jobs and the mental stress of dealing with all of this. You know what I mean? Like, those things will never be counted in terms of the deaths. And, you know, I feel like I could have fallen victim to that if I was in a different position in my life. Like, if I was back in Buffalo and I was still on the radio.
Nachos and shit.
Dude, I was on the radio there. I would have lost my job, hands down. I know tons of people lost their jobs. And I wouldn't have been able to do comedy. I don't know how I would have got a check, you know? Thank God for Tom Segura.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
You know what? It'd be your first time being a Mexican, and you'd have to come to California and pick fruit.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Hey,
but
look
I don't
at
know
your
if
ass. He was like, I didn't know what I could do. I was like, I know 1,000 warehouse jobs I would have taken.
I guess that's true, but I don't know if they would have taken. They were like, this guy. What are you going to lift?
They're gonna be like, hey, when the migra comes, send him.
Yeah, you're a driver.
Yeah.
Oh, white people are always the drivers.
Yeah,
I'm the driver though with my eyes.
Dude, they don't give a fuck about that. You got a license, you can drive.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now,
I don't. We were talking about that outside. I don't know if I do have a license anymore.
Yeah. What happened to your license?
I got a myriad of tickets and DUI and stuff like that, and I never could keep up with it all. And you know, I couldn't keep up with my registration.
So you got a DUI?
Yeah.
Bad eyesight?
2009.
How does the cop determine?
Well, I also was ripping joints in my car, so the cop.
And weed is illegal.
Yeah, and so
what city is this? I'm sorry.
In Buffalo.
Okay.
And they didn't. They ended up being cool white people privilege, not talking about the weed, but they did give me a breathalyzer, and I blew over the legal limit. So I got a DUI for that.
Why didn't you be like, my Visine fell in it?
Yeah. I was like, I have cataracts. You know, they didn't care. But, yeah, so, I mean, just the trickle-down effect. I eventually, I was just a piece of shit. I wasn't making any money on the radio. I was making, $300 a week or some shit. And I couldn't afford to, keep up with my shit. And I kept getting suspended license, getting arrested, put in a jail for a day or whatever.
Why would your license get suspended?
Well, it was suspended for lapsed paid tickets and shit.
Okay.
And just the trickle, I would get pulled over. I'd get a full Yahtzee. Your registration's lapsed. Your insurance. Your fucking, this, that, the other thing.
How many times did you get pulled over?
Over the course of 3 years, they just would run my plates and shit, and it was like 4 or 5 times over. And I remember one was on the way. I was going to Atlantic City to do a gig so I could pay some tickets. That's all I was going to spend the money on. I was opening for Big J. And I got pulled over on the way to Atlantic City, and the cop's like, your license is suspended. I'm like, I know, dude. I have to go do this gig to pay for that.
And what did the cop say?
And the cop, he goes, and my girlfriend was in the car. He let my girlfriend drive the rest of the way and just gave me a ticket. Because state troopers, it would always be state troopers that pulled me over. They'd never take you to jail. It was if you get pulled over in a township or some shit by one of those local cops, they would take me in a fucking thing. The troopers would always let you go and just give you a ticket. they would tow your car, and you couldn't drive it, but they would let you go.
Okay.
But my girlfriend was there, and I begged him, "Can you let her drive? I have to go to this gig so I can get the money to pay to fix this." And so he let her drive
Why didn't you have her drive in the first place?
because her leg was broken.
Oh shit!
And here's the thing: like, here's what
See
happened.
no evil, kick no evil.
Here's what
That's this
happened.
fucking movie.
So we're in somewhere in Pennsylvania, and it's a toll booth,
I'm already laughing.
dude.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, so we're at a toll booth, and it's one of those toll booths you got to like throw the money in like the basket and shit, like it's a fucking carnival game. Her leg was like Joe Theismann shit, like it got dislocated, right? So it was in place, it had like the thing, but when she leaned to go do that, it came out of place, and she starts
No way.
fucking screaming at the top of her lungs. Her shit's out of place. So like my car
Hold on.
Yeah.
So have you seen the movie Blood In, Blood Out?
I watched part of it here with
Where
you.
the guy had the fucking the fake leg?
Yes.
So she has one like that?
Pretty much Joe Theismann style, just like out of the socket, like at the
So
kneecap.
so you have to like,
Pop
it's
it
just a
back
stump.
in. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, like, it wasn't a stump. She has a full leg.
Okay, but like
it's
after
just
the
out.
knee.
So you have to, like, pop that shit back in at the kneecap, basically. Like,
Oh,
Joe
I got
Theismann
you.
style.
I got you now.
So, like, it comes out of place, and you have to, like, pop it back in, and she's, like, in immense pain. And so I give her, like, her fucking Vicodin. I take a Vicodin because I'm, like, freaking out, too. And my car, like, but before that, I mean, like, when it happened, my car's just drifting out into, like, the highway. And like a toll booth guy sees this and sees me like get out and run around and shit. And like he comes and helps me. We get my car pulled over. Now I got to drive the rest of the way, do the gig. And she's so fucked up. I got to drive back home the next day. So I'm freaking out the whole way. I'm like white knuckling it. You know, we have to make the gig too. Like I'm coming up close to not making this fucking gig.
Yeah.
So I get there. I like,
You're like, bitch, I'm supposed to break a leg.
yeah. Shit. Yeah. But dude, and then like it's at that casino Revel. It's not there anymore, but it's like it was like a city inside. I have to get her from the fucking car to the room. It was such a fucking nightmare, dude. And then I go do the gig with Big J. It was a shit gig, nightmare gig. I had to be like I had to be G rated and shit. Like terrible gig. Took the money and just went home like a dog, you know. And like
Fuck it.
eventually, when I moved here, though,
You weren't gonna fuck. Her leg was all fucked up.
no, man. She wanted to too. I'm like, because she was all high on pills and shit. She's like, let's just do it. We're in the. We
You
said we're gonna
shoulda.
fuck. We did, but
Okay, no.
I fucked her face. I fucked her
No,
mouth.
he still doesn't know. I don't know if he's told
I don't.
you that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
the
What you should have fucked her in the leg, like on the fucked up part.
I mean, it was hard because it was like I didn't want to, dude. It was hard to like fuck around with the legs and shit. So I just had her. She did the thing where she like laid her head off the end of the bed, you know, and I just fucked her face.
you just
And that was it.
wow.
And I have a picture of me standing like naked in the fucking, because that was like the one thing. I'm like, I'm staring at Trump's hotel naked, just like in the fucking window, just being like, what's
Just
up?
face fucking.
Yeah.
Now
But yeah, that was a fucking.
I've face fucked a couple of girls in my life. Now I want to know how she was a reactor. She's a ooh.
No, she was into that. You know those girls that just do that, where they just lay their head off the end of the bed.
Yeah, that's
That's the thing.
they're like
they're
throat
into that.
canals.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. So it's just like, and I'm not over here slinging 17 inches or some shit. So it's not like I'm fucking hitting their hearts and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So they're all right.
But you hitting the little top. You hitting the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
top
yeah,
thing,
they're all
right?
right. Yeah, they're
You
all
hit
right.
You
the
gotta
top
hit the
thing.
tonsil.
Yeah,
You
they're
gotta
all
get the
right.
tonsil. I know you
Yeah,
get the
no,
tonsil.
yeah, they're fine. But I'm saying I'm not like, you know, delivering one down the esophagus or anything.
Yeah, I remember face fucking this chick once, and you know, I was young when face fucking got introduced to me. I don't like. I was young. I remember the girl too, dude. It was, oh man,
Yeah, because you didn't have like internet porn to introduce these
Yeah.
positions to you immediately when you started watching that shit.
And like I remember this chick was like, "Hey, fool, like I want you to make my mascara run. I want you to make my like I want." And I was like, "What the fuck? I'm not gonna punch her." She's like, "No."
I'm not gonna put you.
Like I was like, hey dog, I didn't know to grab a girl's hair. Like she was like, grab my hair until like I go like that. I'll tap your leg, and I, dog, I thought I was fucking like Sicario waterboarding this bitch with this dick, dog. And
That's fun and all, just because it's fun to do. But like, that's not gonna get me off. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
no, it didn't get me off. It
Yeah.
was just kind of like,
You
It's
gotta
fun
do it.
to do
You
that.
got to do it. If she's
No.
asking for it, you got to do it.
Can I tell you what's weird, fool? Is like I kind of felt dominant. Not like I felt like she was dominating me.
Because she made you do it.
Yeah, and it didn't hurt her. In my head, I was like, "You're not
Yeah, it's
bleeding."
kind of fucking you up.
Because I'm so young. I'm like, "You're not bleeding."
You're
It's a
fucking-
blow to your confidence.
Your dick grinding on her teeth.
Dog, you don't even
She's
know.
into
fool.
it.
Like,
Yeah, she's like,
like
more.
there's a thing that back then we'd always be like, when a girl gives you head, and she takes the beans and the Frank, that's a chili dog. Like the bitch took this bitch like had my penis in her mouth and like a quarter of one of my balls in there too, dog. And I was like tearing.
Dude, I said this on Dr. Drew's show, and people were like flabbergasted by it. Sometimes in sex, I'll just go like, "Hey, look at that," like I'm all of a sudden wondered, like a child almost, where I'm just like,
What does "hey, look at that" mean?
like we're like, I fisted a girl one time, and I was just like inside, like up to here,
Mesmerized.
and I was just like, "Wow, would you look at that?" You know what I mean? Like real Leave It to Beaver type, like. Neato,
Well, you got a little ass hand, fool.
I know, yeah, I do.
Let me see.
Yeah, I do have little hands. Dude, that girl, and the second the girl saw it, she's like, "Yeah, we're getting that in there."
Yeah.
So it was just
That's
wham.
a dream to them. You got them little
Yeah,
Trump
and then I was
hands.
like right up in there, and it feels powerful because it's like
Did
you
you-
could fucking do some damage in there if you fucking really wanted to.
But you
Like, could
don't
fuck
want
her
to,
with-
huh?
No, you don't. You feel like you have their life in your hands.
Yeah.
It's like you feel their heartbeat. It's wild.
A
You're
whole
up in that
fist
shit.
in
Yeah,
there.
up to here, dude.
I can't, fool. I got
You
like
never. Yeah, you
Arsenio
got
Hall
big ass
fingers.
hands. You got like you punch people hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
yeah. Loud.
I
people.
just get to like.
Yeah. No, I got my fucking. People are like, your hands are so tiny. I'm like, it's cool because I can put them inside of ladies' parts, and then like, I'm just impressed at the fucking elasticity of the vagina and what it can
Dude,
handle.
it has the kid and it comes back to normal.
Yeah.
Not back to normal, but
Some
it
do,
does-
some don't.
it
I mean,
does-
it's,
yeah.
they're their own. Everyone, it's its own.
Does it come back to normal, George?
Some do.
Yeah.
Some do, some don't. I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
fuck chicks that had kids that are like, you're like,
Yeah.
you got a kid? That's
It matters. You know what I mean? It matters.
it's how they
like-
treat themselves too.
You got to imagine this. Like, I was with my baby's mom my first baby's mom since I was 17 till I was 20. And I fucked her every day. So the pussy had to be distraughted. It had
Yeah. It's been through trauma.
Yeah, bring me a beer, dude. It's it's fucking puto. You're good. But yeah, dude.
Yeah, you put it through trauma. Now, if it has a child and then it just goes dormant for a year or two while she's taking care of that child and not getting pounded, it'll go back to normal. Probably.
yeah, it's just like anything. The butthole doesn't come back though. The butthole.
no, that's not. It's not the same.
Yeah, the butthole's like a knee surgery for a quarterback.
Yeah,
Like
you're fucked. If you tear your fucking ligament.
You're fucked.
Yeah, you ain't gonna return. I mean, some do. Depends how hard you work it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's an exception to every rule, and there's an Adrian Peterson for every torn ACL.
Yeah. Hey, isn't it a trip that we as men we always want to put something in something? It's like I've always thought about
That's like our goal. Yeah.
yeah, like I've always thought of this, bro. I was like,
Thanks, Bob.
this one chick, we were very close, very sexual. We were friends that fucked.
That's the best because you can just like break
Yeah.
down the walls.
And she would be like, hey, fool, throw them Arsenio hand fingers at me. And I remember she'd be like, hey, like,
Had
Would it-
fingers in me is such a funny way to say it. I love that so much, dude. I love shit like that you say, like, where you're just like, that's like I've never heard that expression in my life. and it's so
What?
fun. Had fingers in me. Just some chick saying that shit. It's wild to me.
like, hey.
Talking about some other dude like had fingers in me. Never
Yeah.
heard that in my life. Well, chicks don't talk that way. They'd be like, I had we had a moment or whatever. Like they would not say that.
No, like the chicks that said that to me, and I remember she was like, "Hey, fool! Like, what if women were pervs, and we put like shit in your dick hole?" And I was like,
That exists.
"Yeah," but I'm like,
It
Do
really
you
turned
want to
things inside out,
destroy the dick that's going to be like, you know what I mean? At the end of the, you can't destroy it. I've seen those fucking crazy motherfuckers.
There's some fuckers that get off on that shit, but there's freaks everywhere. I mean, they're like serial killers.
they're
shit.
not
I mean,
freaks, dog. It's just people can tolerate more. People want to
right.
go deeper.
I'm not
than
gonna call
us.
them freaks. You're right. There
Yeah.
are some people though, like there are some serial killers out there. Albert Fish is a gentleman that I can cite off the
How
top of
about
my head.
the toy box? Have you heard
Yeah.
of the toy box killer?
Yeah, is he the toy box killer?
I don't know. It's
Or
the
is
one-
that what you're saying?
It's the one that had a trailer in the back of his home.
No, Albert Fish.
Now we're not
is,
talking about killers, fucker. We're talking about dirty fuckers that fuck.
But Albert Fish was a dirty fucker that fucked. But he would
He'd have
put,
to get-
He was a serial killer.
what would he
Yeah.
do?
He would put rose stems in his urethra. He would put like a rose stem up there with the thorns and everything
No,
Hold on,
wait
what?
up,
In
huh?
his asshole?
in his pee hole.
In his
urethra.
Hey, he'd fuck bitches
What
with
was
the
his
rose.
name?
No. He would fuck himself with it in his urethra. Albert Fish, old timey serial killer, white guy.
Did he
Back-
put
from
on
back in the-
every rose has his...
But he would like fucking eat children and shit. He was a monster, but
Wow.
like he was a real fucked up monster. But he would abuse himself. He would use a paddle with like nails in it and smack his own ass while he put shit up his dick and shit.
Yeah, some people just take it to the next
Pain.
level.
Love
Yeah.
pain.
They love pain because they bring it on people and they want it back on them to feel,
Yeah,
hey, you know what?
they're just
I-
so dead.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It's wild, just so numb. Do you ever feel like that sometimes? Like you just get numb to something and you're like, I don't want to be that. You know what I mean? Where you're just like, I want to like feel things too. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever
Yeah.
feel like you're just getting callous to shit?
Well, I don't know, but I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody, but I have a gift to know like what hurts and what doesn't.
Yeah.
I have that gift. Like, hey, fool, like I kind of feel like a fucking snatch, but like I fucking cried watching an old ass movie the other day. I watched A League of Their Own, dog.
I love that movie, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I remember crying at the fucking end again when the fucking little kid, they go to the Hall of Fame and
Yeah.
and they're like, your mom, oh, she died. That shit, it still hits me.
Dude, so much. Betty Spaghetti.
You know, yeah.
Betty Spaghetti, that's a
All the
fucking
way-
deep ass moment.
Yeah, dog. And fuck, I don't want to
Dude,
talk.
car commercials and shit do that to me. Like, random shit like that. Like, I'll be just watching something, and you're like, there'll be like a cat will get like lost or something, and then I see myself like tearing up. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck's happening to me? So, like, I get what you're saying. I'll tell you this. I don't know what, like, sometimes I don't know what hurts other people, as opposed to like when I'm
That's
joking.
because you're a free thinker.
Yeah. So I mean, but also like if I get like that's why I don't do roast battles and shit because I don't say the funny thing. I say the thing that's gonna hurt you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
if I'm in a battle, like if I get like to the point where I get like a barb at me where I see red, then it's done. Like verbally, like I'm never gonna be able to beat anybody up, but I will verbally say things
not-
that aren't like chill.
You're
Do you know what
gonna
I
throw
mean? Like,
heaters.
yeah, and like people will laugh, but you won't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not even saying a crowd would laugh, but people who know you will laugh at you. And I've had that happen. I mean, back in Buffalo in the comedy scene, I made some enemies, because I would do shit like that. But
You guys had roast battle in Buffalo?
not roast battle, but like I'm just talking like conversations.
Yeah.
you know
Oh,
what I mean?
trust
Like,
me, I know.
or just like just like intermittent open mic shit where you're just always with these people, and then like they go on stage and talk some shit, then you go up after them, you talk some shit, that kind of thing. So it wasn't like an official roast battle or anything. But that's why I never wanted to put myself in those positions because I don't take it as fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of a bitch ass thing to say, I feel like. But I don't
And plus, it's
I don't mind people saying shit to me. That's not really what
Yeah.
it is. It's I don't know how to dish it out without being an asshole.
Nah, hey, it's
That's why I'd
what
rather
it
just be
is.
nice to
you're
everybody.
You're just like a pimp that has too much emotion. Like, look,
That's why I just rather be nice to people I care about and like, and then the people I don't like, I just don't associate with because I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, no, fuck all that. We want to be us. You want to be you. I want to be me. X wants to be F to the FAG.
Why you got the FAG on there? What,
Because fucking Sidek's a fucking asshole.
what
that's
delivered
why.
that? Did you do something?
Side-
No, I haven't
Put it
done
on you,
anything.
dog, so
No,
you see your
I haven't
face.
done anything.
It is like clever as fuck.
It is. No, because first it was X.
Just X.
Just X.
I called you X, right?
X. And
X to
then-
the G as your
And
Instagram.
then Sam came and called me XG.
Yeah.
And then here comes fucking Sidek making an abbreviation into a longer fucking
I
bullshit.
remember
He's
he
a
did
smart
it.
guy.
Yeah, he did it. He was like X to the FAG.
And of course that's stuck.
It's fucking.
That's
it's been
terrible.
sticking. Yeah.
How was taking the punch from him? You took that punch from him, right?
He went a little soft
He
on me. I'll be
cheated.
honest, and I did cheat. Yeah, I wasn't.
That's fine. I mean, I bet he punches hard.
Dude,
huh?
right? You can't blame me.
Yeah, dude,
And
I
I, didn't
wouldn't-
sign up. All he
They'll
said was
break
like,
you.
if I get 200 fucking followers, I get to
That's
punch
all.
him.
Fuck up.
That's not even that many.
Look, bro.
Thank you, Josh.
Once
That's
again.
some pussy shit.
This is George Perez stories, dog. We fucking do shit here that you're not gonna do other places.
Yeah, you got to do this. You got to do the. You got to. You're like the me of. I mean, I take the brunt. I do the
Exactly.
tick cups. I do the fucking. I'm gonna do a dick cage eventually. I don't know who they're gonna get. Tom's gonna get a porn star that I covet in some capacity. I don't know if it's gonna be Riley Reed. I don't know who he's gonna get. He's gonna pay top dollar.
Ooh, I got
to
Rosie.
get-
I got
I'll
Rosie.
take
You get
Kendra
Riley Reed.
Fucking.
Riley Reed's my top dollar. I mean,
I
Kendra
think
Sunderland.
she-
Kendra
Yeah.
Sunderland. Oh, yes.
Hey, she danced at my club. Dude, you could have been in the dressing room with me and her.
I love her.
Hey,
I would give up my
changed.
life. I'd be like such a loser.
Hold on. Hey,
Bitch boy
dog.
to her.
She was there with one of her friends.
Yeah.
A Mexican chick. And I'm not lying to you. The owner of the club goes, "Hey, go get those fucking porn stars and tell them they're on stage next." And I walk back there, and they're on their Instagram live, naked, but they're just showing the top. And I'm like, "Hey, you guys are gonna go up next." And she's like, "All right." Turns that shit off. They get butt naked in front of me. They're like, play this song, play that song, and
See, I just know Kendra Sunderland would never be attracted to me because she's like probably 3 feet taller than me.
How about Mia Khalifa?
I'm not into her.
Yeah.
No?
She's such a
Oh.
bitch.
Do you know who
Her
Kendra
personality,
Sunderland is?
I know who it
her
is, but
personality
still.
kills me. Kendra Sunderland, I would simp for so fast.
Yeah.
I would be like, "What do you need, baby? You want all my money?" I just get, you know what I mean? Like
would
she
give her
could
my social
destroy
security
me.
card.
Yeah, she could end my life if she wanted to. Same with Riley Reed. But like, I'm also into like the tiny ones. You know
How
what
about
I'm saying? Like,
Akira Kursha?
What about Kenzie Reeves?
a little too much children-y stuff going on.
Akira?
with her, but Akira who?
Akira?
Asa Akira?
Yeah, the Asian
So
one.
I mean,
hold on,
I know
you
her. I
wanna-
actually know her a little.
You want
too.
to older little bits?
Yeah, like Riley Reed's like 28. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
I think she danced at my club.
probably, dude. Everyone probably
We get
did.
features all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've made a couple of friends in the industry. Alexis Fox is a good friend. She's more of the, and I feel like that's why we can be friends because like I'm not into like sexually into the MILF aspect of things, and that's where she is mostly. So
You know what? To me,
I don't feel any like sort of like
Josh.
weirdness around being around her.
every girl wants to be a porn star.
Dude, OnlyFans is proof.
Respectfully, hey, dog.
I'm kind of a low key. I got so many chicks to do OnlyFans during the
Yeah?
pandemic. I'm like, you should check this out. And they were like, you changed the game for me. I'm
We owe you some
making my
pussy,
car
thank
payment
you.
and shit. So they'll just send me some free vids and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They're like finger banging and stuff. In the new
Yeah, that's
car.
all it is. I mean, yeah, and they make now they make their car payments. So good on them.
I
I just
feel
helped
you,
them
dog.
figure it out. I connected the dots. That's all.
You know, there's a lot of girls in my business. I mean, not my business, but I'm a DJ at a strip club sometimes.
The industry.
In your
Yeah,
industry.
I'm in the industry, and a lot of girls always, dog, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm so glad I have morals. Because I'm talking like girls that are like 21 through 24, 19 sometimes.
Does it feel weird as you get older? Like weirder?
Yeah. No, it doesn't feel weirder. I just feel more like, hey, homie, let me help you out so you don't get fucked on this. But they're like, hey, I noticed on your podcast you have a couch and cameras. What would you charge to let us rent? And I was like, you think I'm going to let you guys get boned in my living room where I kick it with my family and shit?
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's tough.
Like, you think I'm just going to let you guys, like, and they're like, we'll give you $5,000. I was like, dude, you don't even make that much.
Yeah.
Like,
Why
who's-
would you pay that?
Yeah. That's, hey, dog, like, being a porn star, or not even a porn star. Let's just say right now, being in porn is probably the most free work out there right now. As far as like, they're not getting paid what they should.
It depends how you do it. It's like with the advent of OnlyFans and many of these, like you can control your own content. It's very much like comedy. Like now, a porn star could be like the Andrew Schultz of porn. Do you know what I mean? They can build their own shit, make their own following, have their own shit. They don't have to rely on these brazzers or anything like that to fucking make them famous anymore because they can just kind of generate that on their own. But that's the game. You got to do it. Not everyone's going to be Andrew Schultz. Some people are going to be some dipshit with 60 followers who's not going to make any traction. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same in the porn game. You know, you got... I mean, Kendra Sunderland, she did get signed by Vixen or whatever, but I think for the most part she's an independent contractor in the game, and she can make her own money if she would want to. But, you know, having to facilitate those shoots and all that bullshit, like you said, that costs money, so it's easier to sign with these people that can facilitate those things. And I don't know how they make money with clicks, ads, or whatever.
Hey, bro,
but
she was like, look, I'm not putting no porn star down, but...
she's amazing. She's the hottest chick I've ever seen in my life.
She's not the hottest chick I've ever seen.
I don't know why she is to me, but she is.
I feel you.
I get what you're saying. But,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
like... She is the most whoriest bitch that I looked at and I thought was clean in my life.
Right. No, yeah, you just took the words right out of my mouth.
You're like, this fucking whore looks so nice.
Oh, my God. And it's just like...
yeah. Hey, dog, you don't even know, dog. Like, she came behind me and gave me a hug. Hey, thanks for playing my songs.
No,
gave
she's
me
just
a
like-
good tip.
And this is going to sound like an insult, but she's just seems... And I've dated girls like this. They just are simple. Does that make sense?
She's not simple, dog.
And I don't mean that in the terms
But I
of
know
like
what
what
you
you're
mean,
saying.
like-
simple in her brain sense.
Yes.
You know?
like,
like
hey.
ABC. Like it's simple as
She's
that.
programmed well. If she was a computer. But we're not saying you could program a chick because you all fools be going on, George, programming.
No, that's not what I
chick."
mean. Like, no, I mean like she doesn't need programming. She's just
No, she's
surface
yeah.
level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all surface level.
Off
shit.
and on.
Yes. So it's simple. It's not but yes, there is complex depths to that, obviously, like you said. But man, oh
Yo,
man.
guys, we're
Tom.
gonna
But we got on that subject, by the way. I want to remind
Okay.
you, we got on that subject because Tom is going to make me put a dick cage on.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
That okay? Yeah.
So you're gonna do a Your Mom's House episode with a dick cage?
Yeah.
What's a fucking dick cage?
Sobriety cage, right?
It's
Like
a
where you
thing
can't
where
fuck.
it's where you can't get an erection. It's because it's basically your dick goes in this thing, a cage, a steel cage. It's like a chastity thing.
Hold on, like is
And
there security
fucking-
down there?
There's a lock. There's a lock to
There's a
it.
lock and shit, yeah.
No
So
way,
yeah.
where's
yeah,
some-
dude.
Okay,
Because
hold
it's
on.
like a bondage thing. It's like for these fucking submissive men, they put this dick cage on, and then like getting a boner is like a punishment.
What?
Yeah.
So if your dick gets hard, it's gonna
it's
be
in that
punished?
cage, dude. It gets it's hurting you because it's in that cage. So if your dick
Ooh,
gets
that's gonna
hard,
feel good though.
well, I mean, if you're into
It's
that
ki-
kind of thing, that's why they do it. That's
Think
why it
about
exists,
No,
dude.
no, but like, look, think about it. Your dick
For
is
certain
gonna
people, it
be
does
in
feel good.
something that's tight.
And steel, and like I can't expand out on it. It's gonna hurt.
That's why it's gonna be like.
But that's why guys do it. You know what I mean? Because it's like that build up. You know what I mean? Like it's like, and then the girl gets to unlock it and blow you or whatever. But in this case, I don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know how it's going to work. But it's like basically, it was pitched to me as we're going to put this dick cage on you, and then we're going to get a girl that I know you are going to love.
Are
And
they
she's
gonna give you a tinfoil blanket?
I think I'm going to have like sweatpants or something. I don't really know.
Okay.
Skirt.
I don't really know
Wear
how
a
it's.
skirt.
I don't know the
Wear a
leg-
skirt.
Wear a skirt
I
at this
want to,
point.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
at this
Yeah, wear a
point,
Buffalo Bill skirt.
Fuck yeah! All right, like a Jill's Buffalo Jill's.
Yeah.
That was what the cheerleaders were called. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know the logistics of how it's going to work out, but this is definitely happening.
Hey,
They
I just
ordered
caught that.
Christina bought the cage herself.
No way.
Yeah, Christina bought the cage.
So you're gonna be like the cricket and Mulan and shit. That little ass cage.
Hell yeah, dog! Cricket. And Mulan. So yeah, what I was saying is, Xavier, you got to do all this bullshit. You know.
Exactly,
look.
dog.
that's a belt chastity.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
The dick cage. I can show you. I'll see if I can find the one Christina actually ordered. 'cause
So
she
that's
sent
for
it
the
to me.
pussy and the asshole, right?
No, that's for his dick. So
That's
if his
for a
dick
dick
gets
one.
hard, it runs into some metal shit that it's gonna hurt him.
Wow.
I'll see if I can. Hold on, I'm just seeing if I got the fucking. Oh yeah, here it is.
Look.
You did.
Here it is. This is the thing I'm going inside of.
Wow, only $50.
Give it to me next so I can show it.
Hold on, Birdcage Chastity Medal.
Birdcage.
See, his is different, dog.
Yeah, this one's weird.
His is this was nicer. You show me
That's
what?
well, I mean, the Seguras don't fuck around. I mean, they buy the top end shit.
Yeah,
The Cage, Tick Cups, whatever it is,
This
they
one's
go
trying to make
space
it
age.
bigger on there.
Damn, but still.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck.
So you're gonna be like the chicks in Mad Max.
Where they're on the hood of the car. They should put me on the hood of the car with the cage.
Remember that shit? That girl that he had the chastity belts on. Yo, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back. Yo, George Perez Stories, episode 189. We took a little break. We like to stay sharp and clean. And if you want to stay sharp and clean, there's more things you got to do. Look, I've been locked up. I used to use razors to clean the taint down there. I used to clean the soldier, make sure the boulders were happy. If you want to be more happy, you guys got to go with the real deal. That's right, guys. Manscaped. Manscaped. Just launched in the UK, and they're killing in America. The engineering that's going on, guys, is just impeccable. It's deeper than a lawnmower 3.0. Their third-generation trimmer features a cutting-edge of ceramic blade to reduce the grooming accidents. What I'm trying to say, guys, is sometimes you go out too much. When I mean you go out, you go to the 99-cent store and you get those messed up razors. You get those razors on TV that come for $3. No, you got to go with Manscaped. You got to take care of the balls that tells them all. Fellas, just because you're met skin, she thinks the edges are clean, you got to let her know what's keeping them clean and what's in between. It's Manscaped. That's right, guys. Right now, you're wondering why is George Perez Stories talking about Manscaped. Manscaped believes in us, so we need you to believe in them. That's right, guys. Go to Manscaped.com. Use the code Take a Shower. You get 20% off your first order, also free shipping. Fellas, check it out. You say you want to support George Perez Stories, go to Manscaped.com, put in the code Take a Shower. Boom. We're back. George Perez Stories, episode 189. Josh Potter in the building. How you feeling, my boy?
Great. What a wonderful break. I feel wonderful.
Like, hey, a lot of people don't understand. Like, when you come to George Perez Stories, it's not just hour in and you're fucking out.
No, dude, it's the
I
best
steal you guys,
experience
huh?
ever. Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's like hanging with your friends, and I needed that, especially because of Corona and all this shit. So,
Hey, homie, I
appreciate
missed you,
you
dog.
having
We
me, dude.
needed
Yeah.
it.
Me
What-
too, dude.
What's been keeping you, like, besides the podcast, besides your new podcast, because you work for your mom's house and you got the Roach Motel,
Yes,
what else is keeping you going through?
I was doing Twitch a lot.
Okay.
So I mean, like, I play video games as like a idiot, anyways. Like, that's what I do to like decompress and shit.
Fighting or like
And-
No,
NFL.
I play sports games.
Yeah,
so I play
NFL.
football. I
Madden,
play
NBA 2K?
I play everything but NBA. I don't play NHL either. I play so far. This is the 3 streams I got going.
Don't tell
Madden.
me you play hockey, bowling, shit.
No, not hockey. I play golf, which is every Saturday.
Uh-huh.
I play the new PGA game, and then Madden is Monday and Fridays, and then in between, when I can like fill in time, I play Major League Baseball. So
Shit.
I have those. People wanted me to do hockey, but I just wasn't feeling hockey. I'm a big hockey guy. I would say basketball is my distant fourth in terms of the 4 major sports. I love hockey, but like the Sabres, the Buffalo Sabres, my team is such dog shit. It's disillusioned me from hockey. Like, I just didn't give a fuck about their bubble.
Why
I
the
didn't
fuck
watch
do
shit.
they suck?
There's no reason. They should be great. They should be the best team. It's hot. Buffalo is quote unquote hockey heaven. It's like the people there love hockey. It's the number 1 sport. And the fact that we have a dog shit team for as long as we've had is an abomination. Like, when it was successful, when we were doing great, it was even the Stanley Cup playoffs, or the whole thing is Buffalo's the top market for ratings when they're not even in it. So it's like
Wow.
a hockey town to the max. And the fact they put this dog shit excuse for a team on the ice. And we have a generational player that we got through top draft pick that we're wasting his talents. And it's really sad. And so I just have not been
Do you
into
think
hockey.
that the hockey team in Buffalo gave money to the Bills? Like, hey, look, we're not going to make it.
the same. They're the same owners.
Oh wow! So
Because
it's in Chicago.
so like the people that bought the Sabres in 2007 and have run it into the ground are the same people that when Ralph Wilson died bought the Bills, but the Bills have been the opposite.
all right.
They've only gone up. So you ask yourself what's the difference here? What they did was they hired the proper people to take care because they said to
Yeah,
themselves,
a lot of it is management.
they're like, we don't know about football, so they hired football people. With hockey, they seem to think they know things that the other people don't know, and they're running the organization poorly.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
like
people don't
hockey
care.
because like they always cut lines up. Hey,
Dude,
what-
hockey players are coke fiends
Yeah.
out there.
Oh,
Like you go
they don't got
Buffalo,
teeth.
you go out in Buffalo, you'll see the fucking players down Chippewa Street all the time, just like doing blow, fucking your girlfriend, whatever.
Well, that's why they get in fights.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta be a little coked out.
And it's like coke is coming back in the NHL.
Coke has been bad.
No, but in the NHL, it's like
Yeah.
huge. That and Molly are like the
Yeah,
fucking
no
NHL.
huge lines.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking.
So you consider yourself like someone that knows sports?
I love sports because there's no consequence to it. It's not politics. It's nothing serious
It's just
about
there.
it.
You
It's
get to
just
say it.
fun. Yeah, it's just all. There's no. If you lose, that's like okay, you lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't affect you other than like your joy or whatever. And that's what I love about it. It's like it's not serious. It's an escape from my. You know, because like people are like, oh, I like comedy. People use comedy as an escape. For us, that's a business.
Fuck no, it's not. An
So
escape.
so sports is the escape
Yeah.
for me. You know.
I remember one time I played a fucking prank on a kid at school. I don't know if I said this before, but I say it a lot. I grew up in Orange County. I'm a Dodger fan, but I lived 10 minutes walking from Angel Stadium. And they had a player named Jim Abbott.
Yeah.
He was a pitcher, one arm. And I remember my baseball team did good, so we went to an Angel game, and Jim Abbott was pitching. And you know how they take underprivileged kids? They thought I was like an underprivileged kid, and they took us on the field, and Jim Abbott, this motherfucker, gives me like some memorabilia. I think it was a wristband. But I lied. I also fucking like grabbed some batting gloves when I was by their dugout, and I fucking tried to sell the batting gloves at school and said they were Jim Abbott's.
And he doesn't bat.
They're like, he has one arm.
Yeah.
They're like, you got one fucking glove and shit. I trip out, man, because Jim Abbott really came from nothing and became something. You know?
Who's the other pitcher on the Dodgers? They made a documentary about him.
Fernando Valenzuela. Dog.
Hell yeah, dog. Yeah.
Do you know what he did? He's like
That's
no
like your
rookie
hero, yeah.
has fucking
Ever done anything
like
that?
that's what pisses me off. It's not what you said, but like how people are like, "Yo, Fernando Valenzuela's your like hero." I'm like, he should be everybody's hero.
You're right.
Imagine this dog. He wins the Cy Young and he beats the Yankees in the fucking World Series in New York,
Yeah.
and he fucking doesn't even.
He's not even like acknowledged at the stadium or
Yeah,
anything.
he
like
can't even do 30 push-ups.
I feel like they should put him somewhere on a wall or something there.
They
you
should
know?
get it. Well, he's an announcer for the Dodgers, right?
Is he? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's been an announcer, and the things that he did will never be done, bro.
Never.
Like honestly, Fernando Valenzuela is the reason Mexicans.
Do you think he's not in the spotlight more because he doesn't want to be?
No, I just kind of feel that you're accurate with it, but see,
Because he
I'm
seems like a
Mexican
humble
him.
guy.
Yeah, and he's more like, hey, you know what? Like, if you put a statue of me, they might fire me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not really tripping, but like at the end of the day, dog, there'll never be a fucking pitcher to do what he did. Like, did you see the documentary?
Yeah.
how like
It's unbelievable. And
Mexicans didn't even know who the fuck he was until he was on the road.
Yeah.
And he comes back. He sold more posters than fucking Spider-Man.
Of course. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. And then you hear the history about the way the Dodgers built their stadium and
Yeah,
shit. That shit.
they
I never
kicked
knew
all the
anything about
Mexicans
that. I never knew
out.
anything about any of that. I moved here and I learned about baseball and about the Dodgers and stuff.
Would Buffalo fans be down if they kick some white boys out to make the stadium?
I mean, I think that some people would volunteer their homes to build a Bills stadium.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's going to get weird. We have an old stadium right now. It's in the middle of the woods in Orchard Park. They're going to build they have to build a new one soon someday. I mean, this shit's from the fucking 60s, 70s, 60s and shit. So, like,
They should build one when you guys win a championship.
they're going to build, well, they're already talking about building one downtown. And it's going to ruin it. It's not going to be the same parties.
No, I know what you mean. It's like it's
The
kind of
atmosphere is like
yeah,
college right now.
because it's the heart of Buffalo gets to go to the game, and the people with money come knowing like, hey, dog, we're gonna fucking, this is like everybody. Now, if they take the game, if they take the
They
stadium,
make it corporate and
yeah,
Disney shit. Yeah, it's
you're
fucked.
gonna lose the diehard heart motherfucking Josh Potter fans.
Yeah, dude.
That are fucking.
So
out
I'm not
there
looking forward to
blind.
that aspect of it. You know, I love where it is right now. I wish they would just like build upon the stadium that exists. I like that it snows in the stadium. I don't want a dome. I don't want any fucking like help for the other teams that come
Is
in.
that because that helps you guys? It's your guys' like home advantage, the snow? You guys are used
you
to
would
it?
think, but here's the problem. Like in some, and I've seen coaches do all sorts of things. Some coaches come in and they practice inside. Some coaches come and they practice outside. They get people ready for the elements. But then there was like a series of time where we're drafting like people out of Miami. You know, like Roscoe Parrish came to the Bills. We drafted him out of Miami, and he's like, he saw snow the first time, and he's like, I'm not going out there. Like he stayed in the
Wow.
tunnel like a bitch because he was freaked out about this stuff. So it's like you got to draft guys that like are kind of used to the elements. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Detroit.
yeah, something just like they've seen snow before. But so many players come in, they've never seen snow before, and then
That's weird. Florida has seen snow. It's just a different look.
yeah, I guess you're right. Like I mean, and to the point where people are like scared of the snow in Buffalo. They see it and they're like, "What the fuck is this? This is not like we've seen snow before." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Best athlete to have the shortest career. Like to me, I tell people, they're like, yo, Biggie Smalls. They're like, yo, Biggie's the best rapper of all time. I'm like, he only put out 2 albums.
Yeah, it's not a lot of work.
Yeah, but it was the best 2 albums.
Right. So like athletes like that, like
Like to me,
you have like your Linsanities and your things like that, like
Well, to
hyped up people.
Bo Jackson and Biggie Smalls are the same.
That
to
makes
me.
sense. Yeah. But Bo Jackson, his like, despite his short time, he was a dual sport athlete. That's
And doing stuff that will never ever be done again.
it was insane. Yeah, I mean,
Like Biggie.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
yeah, and like and Dion too. Like, I mean, that shit is banana land to me.
But he's
we'll never see that again.
More albums than anybody. The longevity.
Yeah. But we'll never see a dual athlete like again. I don't think it would ever happen again. Like that was a unique thing for those two guys. We got to see Dion play in a World Series and a fucking
A Major League Baseball and a playoff game.
yeah. It was crazy, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
like
I
that'll
used to-
never happen again.
Yeah, that was my pickup line on a girl. I don't give a fuck if you people think it's racist, but I was creative. I remember like I was like 21, fine-ass black girl at a nightclub, and I was like, yo, let me cover that shit like Dion.
Prime, dude. He's
She was like, don't fumble me.
don't fumble me. You're like Dion plays defense, bitch.
Yeah, you know, he's the best non-tackling DB ever.
Right, because he also played kind of like when a guy would get hurt or whatever, he'd play receiver.
Yeah, well, come on, dog. He had all the skills.
He's
and
got
shit.
all the hands. I mean, just an unbelievable. I feel like we were talking about Jordan earlier. I feel lucky to grow up when Dion was playing sports.
Yeah, no, dude, I used to wear number 21. He was
yeah?
21. I wore it because it was a family number. See, I played football. I was good at it, but I didn't love it. I played basketball. I was kind of good at it, but I loved it. And it fucked me up because, like, my older brother was real good in football. He was leading tackler of the team and shit. He was fucking 5'10", 190 playing defensive end.
Fuck.
But could bench like 380 and was just
Speed guy, edge rusher.
yeah. Me, 6 foot, 185, 190, benching 285, maybe 305. I was more cool, chill. I mean, I have a killer attitude, but not like, and
You're like a run stopper.
yeah, nah, dog. I was a real good receiver, but like we had all fucking bad coaches, and I wasn't I was kind of like a fuck up dude. Like I remember like my junior year, I didn't even make grades second half. So my bitch ass just quit school and went to continuation school. I went to Richland, and like I became more of a gangbanger at that time because I didn't have football to save me. And then my senior year, I just fucking changed my life. And I remember playing football. It was dope as fuck. The only thing that sucked is me and my buddies were involved in a homicide. So they arrested 7.
Jesus.
Yeah. My senior year, they arrested 7 of our star athletes. So our football and our basketball team
That's
just
wild.
tanked. We were going to fucking whip
That's
ass.
another sort of coronavirus
Yeah.
to affect your team. The Titans have 12 players
Yeah.
affected by coronavirus. This one was a homicide that affected the team.
Yeah, dude, that was a trip.
That's
bro. Like,
wild.
I remember my football coach like, "Yo, you need to talk to the cops." And I was like, "Fuck all that shit, dog." Like, man, missed me with that. They were
That's
like, "What
wild.
happened?" And I was like, "Fuck, what happened, dog?" You know, like, no.
It didn't have anything to do with you.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm not. And it fucked up my high school senior year. We were supposed to be real good in sports, and fuck, dog.
Could you imagine that's like these people this year? Say you're going into your senior year in 2020, and it's like we're going to be fucking state champs and shit, and then it's all gone.
Yeah.
No. Imagine having a scholarship
Yeah.
for USC.
And then it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
There's no more college.
You don't go to college,
You
yeah.
literally were
Well,
thinking
you're
about
gonna
you
get
the
it
next
year.
You might think
You
so.
might not.
You might not.
They have to allocate the people coming in
Yeah.
after you, too. So it's going to get hinky.
Yeah.
Well, they're playing, dog.
So they are playing, you're right.
Yeah. See, you're a little conspiracy shit. Well, yo, Josh, we can go all night,
Hell yeah, dude.
but
I love you. Thank you for
I
having
love
me.
you too, man. Like, plug what you want to plug. Tell all these fools, dog. I'm so proud of you, man. Keep
Thank you.
doing what you're doing, bro. Keep pushing.
I got the Roach Motel coming out every Tuesday on the YMH YouTube channel and everywhere you find podcasts on audio style, like Apple, Google, Stitcher, all that shit. And then November, I'm back out on the road. November 15th, Stand Up Live in Phoenix. November 17th, Zanies in Nashville. And November 18th, Huntsville, Alabama at Stand Up Live there. So that's all I got going on right now. You can follow me on Twitch
That's
too.
a lot.
Twitch.tv/Josh_Potter. That's where I'm at streaming in, like, it's basically my open mics now. I mean, like, I go on that shit for hours.
Fuck
just-
it, bro. Hey, man. At the end of the day, you got to do what you do to get you tuned to where you're at. Did you know LL Cool J wakes up every fucking day and raps all his top hits in the mirror just in case he goes on tour? He knows them all.
That's smart. I mean, because you've heard about people forgetting their hit songs and
Yeah.
shit.
Nah, and I heard LL looks in the mirror and he's like, when I wake up in the morning, how does the song go? Bing, bing,
That's crazy. I didn't know
bing.
that.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. In the back of my mind, I hear a conscience call telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove for the first time in my life. I see I need coke. Boom! X, what do you got coming up?
Nothing other than that live show. We still working on it? Of course
Yeah,
we're still working
we're going
on
to do
it.
the 200 live show. It's going to be a House of Eden. We don't have the date yet. You're going to smoke meth, dog, or we're going to fuck you up.
It might have to happen.
Just do it.
Dog,
dude.
look up Josh.
I know. Josh
It'll
is
be
over
worth
there.
it. It'll be
Josh
worth
is
it.
putting his dick in the fucking chastity belt. I mean, the least I could fucking do, I guess, is take a $7.
Yeah, dude. I've done this shit like my whole life. Stunt boy bullshit. I'm telling you, smoking meth is like the lowest. You're making it out like a bandit. You're getting free drugs at the end of the day.
See,
What are you really scared of? You're going to get hooked?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna end up with no teeth.
Dog,
Nah,
one
dude,
hit,
you're so paranoid
tripping.
about it. It won't
I took
happen.
500 hits, more than that. Look at.
You can barely eat steak though.
No, I could, but it wasn't that. It was the
wasn't-
crack. It wasn't the coke. The
Right.
speed. Yeah, the
Good
speed
point.
don't make you lose your teeth. It's just, trust me, dog. You're not gonna fucking be like after the episode, go to the riverbed and start sucking fools off or some shit.
Yeah, your headspace is already to the
Yeah.
point where you're like avoiding it. You're going to be like, all right, I did
It's
that.
just gonna be one bad trip if it's bad.
It probably won't even be that bad.
Yeah, I guarantee you're gonna clean and you're gonna wake up The night when you wake up.
All my bong's gonna be clean. My puffco's gonna
No,
be
yeah,
perfect.
you're gonna be a different mindset. You're probably gonna write stuff out, goals and accomplishments, dog. That's what he used to do for me. Like when I used to tweak, I used to write raps, and I still have them. I'm like, what the fuck? I remember one time I was like dropping shit like a pigeon. I'm never going sober.
You're gonna be editing like a fucking Picasso.
Yeah,
Dude.
boom. George Perez Stories, episode 189. Don't forget, guys, go to manscaped.com, put the promo code in, take a shower, help us out. We're helping you out. Josh Potter, X to the FAG, GP George Perez. This is George Perez Stories, episode 189. With that being said, take a shower, white power, late.